Good afternoon. This afternoon we're back in the town. We're going to have a look around for the tramways that used to go all over the town. There was quite a network long before the metros, and we'll tell you all about it. So let's begin. Building there used to be a power station for the tramways. As we walk across, it's now student accommodation, I think. Still see it's got an office there, and that side had office on. This was power station that ran electric trams off, and then the electric railways, which were mentioned as power station back on the Manners video. I'll put a link in the descriptions down below. We'll have a walk around to this door, around the side of the building. As you can see on the right in there, it's got Newcastle upon Tyne electric tramways. Thousands of people walk these streets every day, completely unaware that just beneath their feet lies the ghost of a forgotten network. A network that was once powered this entire city, with over 50 miles of steel arteries pumping life into the communities. This was the Newcastle Corporation Tramways, and in the 1950s it vanished, or did it? And while the tracks themselves are long gone from the main road, their ghost remains in a different form. You could say it is the very shape of the road itself. As you travel up this route, you'll notice that the road is incredibly wide, far wider than you might expect for a road of its time. That's because it had to accommodate two sets of tram lines running down the middle, along with the regular traffic on either side. The trams are gone, but their footprint arguably remains, permanently etched into the urban geography. And as we get closer to Gosforth, another clue emerges. According to old maps and records, the line extended to Gosforth Park, especially for the racecourse traffic. The line to Gosforth was one of the major routes, replaced by the trolley buses in the post-war period, with the last tram running in April 1948. But every time you drive down this wide straight road, you are, in essence, following the ghost of the tram line. The journey is the same, even if the vehicle has changed. It makes you wonder how many of our modern roads are secretly following the ancient paths that layout dictated by the transport system that has gone for generations. The tram network wasn't just confined to the north and west. It sprawled eastwards, deep into the industrial heartlands of Byker and Wallsend. The Byker depot was another of the system's main hubs, and the lines along Shield Road were a constant hive of activity. Our journey takes us now to what seems like an ordinary suburban street corner, but historical photos show this exact spot teeming with tram activity. You can almost superimpose the past onto the present. Here would be the tracks, there would be overhead lines, and right there tram packed with shipyard workers heading home. I put together a compilation of some old photos of the Newcastle trams. and this is tram 114. It's actually one of only 2 surviving trams, and it's still in service at the Beamish Living Museum. So if you want to see it, get yourself up there and you'll see one of the old Newcastle trams still working. Tram system needs more than just rails. It needs a place to sleep, a place for maintenance, a home. The Newcastle system had several key depots. 3 of the biggest were in the Haymarket, Byker, and one right here on Wingrove Road. While the Haymarket depot is long gone, replaced by a bus station, the Wingrove depot building is amazingly still standing. This huge, imposing structure is our next ghost. Opening in 1903, this building once housed dozens of trams. You can just imagine the hustle and bustle inside, the clanking of tools, the smell of oil and electricity as the crews worked through the night to keep the city moving. It was a vital piece of infrastructure, a beating heart of the network. The trams began to make their way for trolleybuses here in the mid-1930s, and this depot eventually closed for transport use altogether. For a while it was used for industrial purposes, and there were even plans to turn it into a hotel. Today it's home to Bargain Tyres, its grand origins hidden behind the Bargain Tyres sign. But the building's distinctive shape, its sheer scale, and that telltale roofline give away its original purpose. It's a survivor, a repurposed ghost that has adapted to the modern world. You could drive past it 1,000 times and never know you were looking at a cathedral of the tram age. This is what I love about this kind of exploration. History isn't just museums, it's right here serving a new purpose. So, did we find the ghosts of Newcastle's lost tramway? Absolutely. We found them hiding in plain sight on Wingrove Road. We found ghosts in the shell of an old depot, a grand building that one housed an army of trams now living like a second life. It left an indelible mark on the city. It influenced with the width of our streets, the location of our suburbs, and left behind fragments of its skeleton for us to find decades later. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little video about the lost tramways in Newcastle. I know we certainly did enjoy having a walk around in the sunshine. If you like this sort of video, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell for future videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.